from Conway, South Carolina. This ought to be a fun matchup in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. He's going to run it. Touchdown in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. He'll toss it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to barge in. He goes overboard and he's in there. The 2-point try is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chanticleers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They go to the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Chanticleers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, NC State. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you've got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. To the ground to try to move the chains. He got loose, almost housed and finally tracked down at the 32.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that in freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next.
Oh, what vision! Wide open, it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Osborne. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to to get there. That time, he used a lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They're trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, man. Quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. Now the toss. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. That's caught. It's McCray. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. The give out of the gun. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Touch pass on the right. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Hey, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Hard-hitting tackle.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll give it to him again. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have it figured like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut them out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Harrisman. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you could be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They keep attacking through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Shot to clear.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The extra point is good, and they cut it to a 28-13 game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in.
And the quarterback is snowed under. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
We're made of, defense. Let's show them what we're made of, D.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he's going to bring it out. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here's the handoff. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The shot that clears will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick completion on the out. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback and disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Pressure coming. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. He makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the route is on.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the 1st half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the 2nd half. If they take their 1st drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field to score, there is no end in sight for these guys.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. Makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play call.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Unloads to the wideout. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes his connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver shows motion. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Try to get it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical 4th down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Trying to get to it. A little screen to the running back. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Grabs behind the line. It's McCray. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards.
Touchdown, NC State! And the beatdown has ensued. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. Fires into traffic. return on the pick. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And here comes the offense on second down. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And I want to be a team that can run the football and be physical, especially on second and inches, buy myself some space, coming out of my own territory. The defense met the physical challenge. Now third and inches, this offense needs to be more physical.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Turns it on in midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Pocket starts to collapse. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They've got it first and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Morton. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Cantrell. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Takes the easy completion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
That's reeled in. It's Cantrell.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can defend it.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. So I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Power football with the run. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Now on second down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Snagged in the middle. It's McCray. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wide out in motion. They'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Running to the left. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
NC State going up tempo. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3